Happy coffee time, number 33. Buster can't make it today. It's just myself. Here's a little ditty for you. Here we go. We'll see you guys in 30. What's up, everyone? Buster didn't make it today, so it's just myself. Hopefully you guys can jump on. We can do a short little thing. Beat me up, Scotty. Let's go. Coffee time number 33. Quite an interesting number of coffee time. So, I don't know, maybe we can talk about it. Maybe the Rothschilds will join us and have their bougie-ass fucking central bank coffee with us. By the way, good morning, everyone. We love you. All right, let's go. Mike Kavanaugh in the house. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right. 5 rounds in the heavyweight division. All we need is one, bro. Edward Frontklaski. Hi, Crypto Pioneers. What's up, man? EC. All in this coffee is bomb. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb. Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb. Get your coffee, kiddos. Let's step up to the plate. Let's knock this out of the park. Hans loaded. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yo, this is Uncle Buster. This is Berserker. Hans loaded. Nothing comes between me and my XRP. That's right. That's right. Oh, Rabbit in the house. What's up, Pim? GLT. Hot cup of Joe. Coffee time number 33. What's up, guys? EC. Hans drinking XRP. That's right. Well, I was nearly first. Almost, Devin. You got to wake up earlier, bro. You got to wake up earlier. Morning, everyone. We got Rye Guy. Good morning. What's up, Pimp? Monica. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning. Susan. Good morning. Alex. Good morning. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Crypto OG. Good afternoon and good morning and good night if I don't see you. Legendary. Who's running this taco stand? It's me, bro. So appreciate you being patient. And here we are. We got Ani in the house. What's up, fam? Alex in the house. Come on, Zerk, Uncle Buster. I know, right? Tony Bags. Good morning. Shit, we wait like 30 seconds and you guys are losing your shit. Would you just calm down? Uncle Buster's going to come back here and give you a noogie. That's right. Better watch your mouth. Otherwise, we're going to wash it out with soap. We got Alex in the house. Thanks, Tony Bags. Mix in the house. What's up? Yo, 33. J. Roy. Monica, sounds good. No coffee intro. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I just want to do a little, like, ditty. Not the end of the world. J. Roy in the house. Music's a little loud. You know what? Let me go ahead and turn that down. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. Let's do it fucking right. No, Alex is right. No, Alex is right. This is an official coffee time, number 33. Here we go.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
There, you happy? You happy? All in. We're in coffee time now. We got the live chat link in the chat, and boom. And there you go. So come join me. Come on, Alex. Let's talk about how your butt hurt. we got GDLT holding strong, just a little loud. Yeah, you guys, you and your vagina ears. Music a little loud. It's all right. Let me go ahead and turn it up louder. How about that? How about that? Here, let's do another one. Boom. Boom. There we go. Probably going to do this one. And J-Roy's in the house. What's up, guys? How you doing, J-Roy?
Good, man. Good. I'm just at the beach right now.
Good.
Yeah, bro. I'll be back Friday.
Friday? Okay. So beach, what does that mean, bro? Like you're talking like Georgia coast? Is that what that means?
No, Alabama, bro. Alabama.
Dude, you guys got like ocean and shit, dude. In my mind, you might as well be on Mars.
Dude,
the only thing that matters to Californians is California.
I was sending a video like I was live streaming for all the boys on Telegram, and they were like, dude, that looks like Miami or something.
Oh, dude. So it is really nice.
Yeah, bro. There's massive condos and, all sorts of big houses and everything, restaurants and everything like that.
Yeah. Nice. GDLT's in the stream. What's up, pimp? How you doing? Give us a report, G.
Beam me up, Berserker.
Beam you up. Captain, I'm technically Wharf because I have the sash.
Okay. So you're part of the...
Captain, there's a leak in the warp core. Sorry, go ahead.
Exactly, right? I like Worf, man.
Yeah,
he's part of the Klingons, right? He's kind of like conflicted. He doesn't know whether to help Klingons or help people sometimes.
Good morning. Worf's the shit. What's up, Vlogs?
Yo, Alex D.
What up?
You gonna talk or lurk today, bro?
Alex D is printing.
I printed this week. That was pretty good.
Hey, congrats. Somebody's winning.
No, it took forever. It took like a month.
Bro. Digital orgy. Yo. What's up, him?
Yo, Berserker, sorry about yesterday's stream, by the way, man. My computer just literally shut down on me. It was crazy.
No, dude, that was amazing. I knew it did that. I was like, I knew it wasn't you. I was just like, oh, yeah. No, I was just going to plug the Vegas meetup. Everybody knows about it. All the blue crew know about it. So
it was too much bullishness on that channel, man. They're like, we're getting up to 20 likes. We got to shut this stream down.
Yeah, it's like, what's his face? Is Arnold Schwarzenegger's head in Total Recall when he busts out the window and gets a big whiff of that Mars atmosphere and his head's about to explode. Yeah, like.
Wait a minute, you had a stream last night?
He's like, yeah, we were on the
yesterday morning.
Yeah, G had a show yesterday. Yeah, we got the guys doing a show in Vegas. We got everybody's kind of, it's like natural. It's kind of trippy, but we're all kind of like promoting it in our own right. The Blue Crew's retweeting it. Tails, he goes on CKJ. If you guys don't know that, Tails has done like 2 CKJ live streams with Tails, and he talks about the show. And I went on your show and we talked about it a little bit. So yeah, it's a trip. It's coming. It's happening. Lurking and working, just showing love to everyone. Lady E's in the chat. Glenn Miller's in the chat. What's up, pimp? Let's see who else we got here. Hey, Hitman. We still bullish? Fuck yeah, bro. Let's go. We're bullish on everything.
So did anyone see XRP Bag's video on adding Flare Network to your MetaMask?
No, but I did see the actual video that he made.
I saw the video
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Shout out to Notorious. What's up? Go ahead.
Flare Community also posted a video about it. I've added it to MetaMask right now.
Nice. Yeah, I did too. And so I have a goal, right? And my goal is I'm speaking with my devs and stuff. And when I get back, I'm gonna try to find a router so we can create a swap, kind of like Pancake Swap or Uniswap. You know, Pancake Swap is what people use for BNB, and Uniswap is what people use for ETH. So there's got to be a swap for Flare, and you know, whoever creates it first is going to be the first to sticks around.
J-Roy, do you know about I think you know about Osmosis Zone with the Atom ecosystem, and that's kind of like their swap thing. Do you know about Jupiter Aggregator for Solana?
No, I don't.
Dude, check out the website jup.ag. It is the best swap thing that I've ever seen in like the space. Like literally anything that is Solana related, at least, you can exchange there. It'll use all the available exchanges to make the swap that you want to make, even if there's no pair between that Solana asset and, you know, something else that's another Solana asset.
jup.ag.
Yeah, jup.ag. Basically, you go on there and anything Solana related, it connects all their exchanges. So, like, let's say you have like a random asset on Solana and you're trying to swap it for another random one. It gives you the best available swap and does it right away. So, like, something like that for Flare would be really cool, where it just finds liquidity somewhere, somehow, and makes that swap possible, like, without, you know, between any asset.
That's exactly what I want to do, is have my dev create, because he can clone anything. Everything's open source. All these swaps are open source, so he can just clone it and put the router to Flare in there. So you'll have a Flare swap, and people can add liquidity and, you know, do stuff like that. It would be exactly like Pancake Swap or Uniswap, but it would be for Flare. And I don't know what I'd call it. Maybe Flare Swap. Flare Swap. Yeah.
Spark Swap.
Spark Swap. Yeah, maybe that or Flare Swap. One of the two. But I definitely want to create that and have a project out for Flare, because those smart contracts are coming faster than we think.
Exactly, man. Yeah, there's going to be a shit ton of developers that are already, like, you know, and Songbird too, man. Get ready for Songbird to start picking up a ton of developers as the test bed, right, before Flare.
Right.
Right guy's got a question. He goes, this is an old school question, but it's a valid question. What was the deadline, and did the XRP have a snapshot on exchange? Yes. So XRP, the Flare snapshot happened December 2020, right? Something like that. And then 2021, June 2021 was the deadline. And that was for all Flare snapshot, cross exchanges and wallets. So you missed
most epic airdrop ever.
Epic. Yeah, but that was gone. That was gone a long time ago. Go ahead.
Do you remember, Zerk, you helped me with Bifrost and setting up my Songbird coins, and I got my Songbird coins. Does that automatically happen with Flare? Like,
I think so. The guys the thing that these guys are talking about is a MetaMask connection. So that's if you had the snapshot taken from your MetaMask or something like that. I'm not sure what the deal is. That's what I was going to ask. J-Roy, GDLT, what's the significance of having that if you've already got your whole setup set up with like Bifrost and all that? What's the significance of the MetaMask connection? I didn't even watch his video. Go ahead.
MetaMask is just another wallet to use, you know, to exchange tokens and stuff like that. As soon as
it's one that has a web browser connection that you could use for DeFi stuff later on. So like Flare Finance, for example, like you would send your Flare tokens to your MetaMask, so then you could use, you know, the DeFi applications that, you know, will require some web browser extension to connect to use the DeFi. Like, you know, when you
have on Bifrost too, though.
It's the same. It's the same, Alex.
But Bifrost doesn't have a web extension yet. It just has like it does.
Yeah, you put in a website and you go to their stuff and you connect to it.
Yeah, they
So it's the
should
same
have
thing.
one too.
Yeah, well, that's how I get.
No,
that's
but
how
that's
I
going to
delegate.
their website. What I'm talking about is like the little tab that you have like next to your web browser that you can click on and automatically sign into Bifrost.
No, it
Like
does
you don't
that.
have to go to a website.
No, it does have that. Like you go.
Oh, what? I've been
Yeah,
trying to get that for a bit.
It's a browser. You put in like Flare Finance, and then you connect your Bifrost to Flare Finance, and then you delegate that way. All through
Interesting.
Bifrost. Yeah, it's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's just not. You probably don't have as many options as MetaMask. That's why he asked that question. See, it's like 2 versus 2 right now. I'm like, fuck. Might as well just keep it Bifrost. The fuck are you messing around with MetaMask with? Yeah, like.
No, yeah. I mean,
so,
Fuck you.
no, yeah.
Sorry,
Go on.
ahead. No, and that's the thing. And the reason why I know that is because E4 is well versed with Bifrost. E4's done a lot of research. He's like our in-house like boots on
He's
the
our
ground.
songbird.
He's our
guy.
songbird fucking like anchor man, and he knows. And he's taught us all about Bifrost, where you could look up any. Like I bought punks through there, like songbird punks through their website, and all you do is just connect your Bifrost wallet just like you do MetaMask. It just depends on how you originally did your snapshot. So if you restored like the wallet, your original wallet that you did your snapshot on, you like we went through this process when we got Songbird dropped, and so now it's like okay, just leave it because you're gonna get fucking Flare dropped at the same address. So you're like whatever, you know. I got Bifrost set up, so I'm like whatever. I'll just leave it until Flare drops, and then I'll wrap and then delegate just like I did
What if you
Songbird.
had your XRP on an exchange during the snapshot?
Then you get your Songbird sent to an exchange, and that's where you use either Bifrost or MetaMask. So you get to choose. You know what I mean? Bifrost is a solid ass wallet, dude.
I'll definitely delegate it on MetaMask.
Okay, so yeah, that's so
You basically just gotta wrap it, right?
yeah, you just wrap it and then delegate. And so usually you could do that on the same website as whatever your FTSO is, whatever you're deciding to delegate to. You have to do 2 of them, I guess. So a 50-50 kind of thing to keep it fair to the.
And I'm sure when it all happens, we'll all help each other out, figure it out.
Right. That's why I'm like, what? Why are they talking about MetaMask? But now I know. It's just another option. That's all it is. But no. But I'm sorry, G. But yeah, it has a browser extension, so you could literally put whatever website in there and just connect your Bifrost to it. So it's pretty sick, bro. Like,
And you can use
Bifrost.
it through your laptop and your desktop.
No, that's the problem. Is there is no web extension. So
That's what I'm
MetaMask is
saying, yeah.
superior. MetaMask is superior for that reason alone. Is that it's
For now.
It's for now until they create a web extension. You know what I mean? Or obviously a installable program for your PC or Mac. So
I wonder if there'll ever be like an
where it hasn't done that.
say that again. What's up? What was that, boys? Say it again.
Oh, J. Roy.
Oh,
Say that
Oh,
again,
I'm
J.
also
Roy.
surprised they
I
haven't
wonder-
done a some wallet extension.
Well, Zum
right.
Zum is kind of XRP only.
Right.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about Flare here. Flare Songbird. That's all tied in with it. It will be.
Yeah, I did my
You're talking about a Zap.
snapshot was
You're talking about a Zap, right, G? So a Zap is a X app on the Zum wallet. So it doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't have to necessarily have to be. It could redirect, I imagine, just like Bifrost. So if you have a Zap on the Zum wallet, there might be the ability to redirect to like a Bifrost-esque like extension, or I'm not sure exactly how those Zaps work. They might have to all be tied into XRP Ledger. So you're right. J. Roy's right. GDLT's right. Vlogs is right. Even Bullish Charles, he's right. What's up, pimp?
What up, big dog?
What's up, dude?
Nothing.
Happy coffee time number 33, guys. Mysterious. Buster couldn't make it today. Sorry, guys. So it's just us. Rocking to the fucking deep, like bass grind in the background. And of course, Trump wants you for his fucking freedom army. Let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the chat here. See who's in here.
Wait.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, I bought the dip yesterday. I couldn't help it. I was gonna buy Bird Dog's suggestion yesterday that he was telling me about, but I've just been so scarred from these really high percentage APY cryptos that I probably would have been cashing out today. Like if I got in yesterday, I would have cashed out today and then just said bye to it. So I'm just like putting it into Songbird and then wrapping it and then earning the passive income, and hopefully it goes up in the future. I'll just play the long game with it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us have made some crazy decisions, especially over the last year and a half of like craziness. You know what I mean? And especially before the lawsuit, we all thought we were going to moon. Crazy, dude. So yeah, a lot of us have dumped a lot of dumb bags into dumb shit, and some of us have won. Like Alex Vlogs, you printed, bro.
Yeah.
How'd you print? How'd you do? You there? Vlogs. Hello. This is paging Alex D.
Yeah,
Vlogs.
sorry.
Alex D. Vlogs, are you here? Are you? If you're in the store, Alex D. Vlogs, a berserker would like to see you at the front. Yeah, you're fucking. He like dipped himself. There we go.
What's he printing? What did he put it on?
Apparently, he printed something. I don't know what he did.
Printing.
Printing. Yeah, Legendary goes, I think they're not going to call the token Spark. They're just sticking with Flare. So Flare IOUs are available on Bitrue. If you guys don't know, there was a news article, really crazy. Well, the crazy ass news article about, or the whole statement about, if you don't, or if you sell your Spark right off the bat, you don't get the rest of your drop. But you can assume someone else's shit, though. So that's what we kind of been talking about. I don't know if that's solid or not. But if you buy IOUs on fucking Bitrue, you get the rest of that person's bag. Like, I don't understand how that works. You know what I'm saying? So the 85% that's going to be distributed over the next 3 years. So if you buy like IOUs from Bitrue, there's another 85% attached to it in theory. So maybe it's correct. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a theory. I don't know. So Legendary, you should pop on here, bro, and tell us about it if you know anything more about it. But yeah, guys, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, no. I mean, that's like, I just think we're looking at something that is a time-complete smart contract platform that's been shouted out already from Ripple and what's her name? Who is that everybody else? It's Julia Battery. Remember on her show, she like tell me about Fair Networks. So like already Fair Networks isn't like the public, eye in terms of CNBC and things like that. So and all the exchanges are supporting this airdrop. It's gonna have more liquidity than like even Near Protocol, which is considered like an up and coming smart contract platform thing. So I think Legendary is just like scraping up these IOUs and seeing what happens when Flare is actually launching.
They got him. They got G. His audio was all choppy. He's probably having some network issues. I didn't quite make out everything he was saying. But Charles, how are you doing, bro? Talk to us, brother. Looks like they're dropping like flies. It's the 33rd coffee time. The fucking Illuminati's getting them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, they don't like it when you speak truth. They just shut you down.
Right? It's crazy how they keep my ass up here, though. I don't know.
They just shadow ban you.
They just shadow ban, yeah. All right, so we got a Vegas meetup coming up, guys. We also have some cool stuff. Oh, there we go. Dave's here. Dave's here, guys. Dave's here. Okay, so relax. How does the IOUs work, bro? In like maybe assuming the rest of somebody's 85% distribution. So, do you know?
Well, you just go on there and you buy them. You can buy IOUs right off of Bitrue. And when they do the disbursement, you get what you got. So let's say I get like 5,000 from BitTrue on my like initial IOUs that they gave me, and I was able to trade those and move them around, and I kind of treated it like a little piggy bank, because I'd go in there and I'd cash out a bunch of IOUs and then put them in other coins, and then I'd make a little profit off of that coin, and then I'd buy back into my IOUs, and I've almost quadrupled my IOUs.
Yeah.
So they owe me what I own, and all those IOUs that I've collected, I'm going to be able to take those IOUs, and when they do the governance, they're going to change the governance, and we're going to vote on it. And I think everybody that votes on it is going to vote yes, to where you have to delegate your token to get the remaining 85%. So if you don't delegate, you don't get them. And the ones that people don't delegate, the coins that they're supposed to get, we're going to get if we're delegating. So we're going to get extra.
So it's like dispersed. So the idiots that sell their shit right off the bat, their 85% bag is just going to be added to everybody else's.
Pool. It's going to a pool.
That's how it's going to be distributed. Okay, that makes sense. That's what the proposal is. The government's proposal. That's what it is. So I'm voting hell yes on that one. Hell yes.
Yeah,
we got Bay E4 Bay. What's up? So as far as what's up, pimpin'? So as far as I understand, what you like, basically what's going to happen is if you go on BitTrue, you buy those IOUs, it's just going to be part of a vote prior to distribution, and then we will just get like your IOU, your initial IOU bag will be like matched with the rest of like what your bag dictates the rest of your 85% is. So you might have gotten like an initial 5K drop, but let's say you quadruple your initial 5K drop, which is the 15%. You quadruple that, and let's say that essentially quadruples your 85%, because by the time they vote and distribute, is that what I'm understanding?
Well, we're going to vote after distribution.
Okay.
So we need our tokens to vote.
Right. My initial question was like, what I was thinking personally was like, oh fuck, if you go buy, like, let's say you buy 100 IOU Spark tokens off of BitTrue, are those earmarked or tagged from some idiot fuck that sold them? Okay, so but they don't come with the original 85%.
Yes, they don't. Yes,
they do. Okay, how do they determine that? That's what I'm really curious about.
Tokens are like smart contracts, I believe.
Really? So each one, they know each one. Whatever. Okay, so let's say somebody was due. Like, that's not someone else's token, is it? It's just whatever IOUs that BitTrue wants to create out of thin air.
No, they got to have them. They got
to have them. So they have one-to-one matched.
Yeah, they're coming right off of the exchange as soon as I get them.
Right, but so what I'm trying to figure out is who determines how much that 85%. Like, so for instance, let's say there's 2 IOUs left on BitTrue. I buy one. That's just one Spark. And then E4 buys the other one. And then let's say like drop happens. My 15% is like 5K. His 15% is like 30K, because those original, like, that's what how do they determine how much gets what depending on what IOU you buy? Is it all fair across the board, or you just get like a lottery ticket where you're like, oh yeah, I bought like 5 IOUs from BitTrue and I ended up getting like fucking 100K drop, like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm curious of, is how they calculate it.
It's just like anything else where they got to have it in reserve to give to you. Otherwise,
right, I imagine they have a shitload. They have to, bro, because they're selling them on fucking BitTrue. Like, that's huge.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm sure they had plenty of XRP on board, and they got plenty of a huge drop too. BitTrue has to have gotten a huge drop when it does finally come out, so they'll have some in reserve, but get it out of the right way.
Okay, nice. Well, shit, dude, I appreciate the explanation. It's
when
like
the governance comes up, everybody vote yes. for that
Yeah.
proposal. And then,
Yeah, for
we'll
sure.
get-
Yeah, if you don't delegate, you fucking lose it.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
you
only
got to
fair.
let it sit. You can't, or use it somehow. Buy NFT or participate in the network. Just
It's going to
Get it
protect
and
the
dump
value
it.
too. It's not going to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it doesn't crash down on us like every other
Well,
token.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're a hodler, you totally understand the concept. But if you're like a common trader, you look at coins like they're just fucking, like, none of them matter. They're just income. And it's like, I understand that. It's very smart. But it's like, dude, when you just look at utility and you just look at, like, the potential, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's how crazy your perspective changes. And, like, if you're trying to talk to, like, a sheep about crypto, you're just like, they're like, whoa, is it money? Like, no, it's not fucking money. Like,
Can I hold it?
People aren't gonna fucking use it to go buy a fucking
Is there a
double
company
bacon,
I'm invested
a Western
in?
bacon cheeseburger. You fuck. Like, no, this is like mad, crazy underlying plumbing of the financial system. Like, you're not even gonna touch it. You're just gonna live off the interest. Yeah, you're gonna live off the interest of it, like that kind of shit. Where technically, yeah, you own it, you hold it, but you're earning interest. You're staking that shit. You're not even selling it because it's just invaluable, like infamous. You're famous, but you're not. It's the opposite. It's notorious. Good shit. Bagman in the house. What's up, pimp? Lady
Shout
E's
out,
in the house.
Bagman.
Yeah. There we go. Bagman goes, Bifrost has an in-app browser, no web extension. So Bifrost doesn't have Flare networks added yet. So there you go. So I guess they're going to figure that out. I imagine they would if they wanted to stay relevant,
Yeah, I got my Songbird initially dropped. It was connected to XRP Toolkit where I did my initial Flare snapshot, and that was connected through an Ethereum address that I had a MetaMask, so that's where mine originally goes, and then I send it to my Bifrost. But like a lot of other drops, I've gotten directly to my Bifrost after the fact, but I believe I'm still going to get my initial Flare on that same.
Yeah, when I jump off, I'll be watching.
Roger, Dave, thank you, brother, for your insight. I appreciate it. How you been, E4? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. You ready to rock with Vegas, bro? You ready to fucking do it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I've been jamming out and getting used to the set list and whatnot, rocking out.
It's fun, bro. Just give you guys a little musician insight. When you got live music going, it takes a lot of practice. And it's fun to get like the hang of it, but to really get into it, dude, you pretty much get you get familiarized with the songs, but you also, the more you practice, the more they become part of your repertoire, the way you think, the way you it's a trip, bro. I can't tell you how many set lists I have burned into my mind over the years, and they're just songs you never forget. You just you learn them, and then you never forget them. And it's just like locking them in. The human mind has a big capacity for memory. Hence there's people with PhDs and a bunch of shit because they have to remember a ton of shit. And it's the same way with musicians. They're you learn the set, you learn the music, and it never leaves you. Even though years may go by, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, popping shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully
washed out. I love how it's funny, the East Coast thinks that Vegas is fucking like Atlantis now. You're just under sea and shit. Nah, no. They had a big rain, and then a few casinos got their lobbies got flooded, but it was only a few inches of rain that I heard of. That was it. So I shred on the tambourine. Yeah, Bird Dog gets it. Yeah. We're gonna give you guys a triangle, chimes, tambourine, spoons, washboard, and then a jug.
We're gonna give him a whistle.
We're gonna hand out rape whistles.
Bird Dog, you get a whistle.
You get a whistle. Oh, that's funny, dude. And don't lose it.
Joyroy gets a whistle too.
Yeah. This is your whistle. There are many like it, but this one's yours. Pretty funny, guys.
You guys.
Beautiful. G's is back on the stream.
You're coming out there, J-Roy?
Bro, what kind of whistle are you talking about?
A rape whistle, bro. Like the bobbies from old school England. Whistle? In the fog, whistling at you, running at you, the bobbies.
The dog whistle.
Yeah, the one with the ball in it, the coach whistle.
Which one are you thinking about, though?
What's that?
Just messing with J. Roy.
I'm just thinking about how they better not be raping my daughters or wives.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know that reference.
Yeah, you're.
It's what's in my head. I heard it in a song.
That's a horrible fucking song.
No, it's actually really good, Berserker. I might send it to you, but I don't think you should play it anywhere. Just listen to it for personal satisfaction.
I'm setting up a second cup of coffee for coffee time, just letting you know.
Beautiful. GDLT's back on the stream. No robotic gurgling. We got him in full force now. Happy coffee time number 33, guys. Okay, so E4, you got the significance of 33. What's that about, bro? Talk to us. Let's go red pill a little bit.
Well, there's all kinds of different things with the number, you know. It's like 33 is middle C on the piano. You know what I mean?
Wow, I didn't know that.
33 degrees of masonry.
Right. I think what it really is, though, is it's not 33, it's 30 times 3. So it's 3 sets of 30, which is 90 degrees. I think. So there's a lot of, you know, it's a huge rabbit hole to go down.
Okay.
33 thing.
So is it a so it is a compass and like level
33
like
vertebrae.
Freemason.
Yeah. I think it's the level. I'm not a Freemason, obviously. I think it's the level you get to where you become like a certain level of master or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of trippy. You get like you know, they don't let everyone pass 32, you know. A lot of people are like stuck at that level for a while, I guess.
Wow.
So
yeah, it's interesting to like the secret society type stuff. Like what I'm trying to understand is like why do they have this like this whole massive history and story that's like so public and things like that. It's not like, I mean, there's like fucking major news outlets doing like
it's gatekeeping. You know,
gatekeeping, right? They're gatekeeping the story of like Freemasonry and
yeah,
they're
it's
like,
churching
it up.
He who writes the story, you know, controls
right.
history.
But it's scary as shit. If you go to like a small town or any fucking town, there's always like a Freemason lodge, and the Freemason lodge is
anywhere
all fucked up, beat up, and like looks like it's like not a lot of monies get put into it, kind of like Elks lodges and shit. But
dude, they look like nothing from the outside, but they got some crazy stuff in there.
Right.
Have you guys ever heard that song?
Every town has one. Every town has a Freemason lodge.
But based on the history of it, why is it allowed to even survive? Like, why are communities still embracing it? Because it's so old, or
because of fraternities, man.
They do. Like, it's a fraternity, right?
Worldwide, you know, it's worldwide, bro.
It's nuts,
it's part of how part of how everything's built, though. Really, it's the structure.
It all has to do with
but that's the first infiltration. That's the first
streets.
Yeah, that's the first infiltration. Is the fucking Freemason lodges? Yeah.
And they don't view, you know, good and bad the same way that we do, you know, and it's like a thing that they're trained, right? Like sometimes it's through the bloodline, sometimes it's through your fraternity. If you're the type of person who's already down to go to college fraternities and be part of a secret club that does secret handshakes, and you always know that's your fraternity member, like you're already getting used to maybe after you graduate college, you know, continuing that trend through other kind of brotherhood type of gathering type of things, and Freemasonry being one of them. Because if you're in a frat, you're probably going to be a rich person or like studying a profession that is of like high value, like a politician, a doctor, you know, things like a lawmaker, you know. So that's why you have like these things that are out in the public. And yeah, you're baffled that everybody still lets it go down though, because nobody takes it seriously. Right? Once again, it's like a big club, but we're not in it. So, you know, the people who are in it are the ones who've already been doing this their whole life, like being part of like low-key brotherhoods or sisterhoods, right? We got to account for women and their sororities as well, and, you know, powerful women as well as men. So they don't view the concept of good and evil the same way that we do. They just like, they take that's like their type of religion. The common man's religion, at least in America, is Christianity and Catholicism, right? And their religion is a different type of religion. It has to be something separate from the common folk because that's the way they view themselves. They believe they're higher than a human
You
being.
guys want to hear something trippy?
Damn, G coming with the truth, bro. Go ahead, E4.
I heard a trippy theory that they have some kind of like ability or knowledge of how when they die or whatever, they do some kind of magic where they can sort of come back and like their soul lives through another body or something, and they have all this
Right,
weird
through a young person.
ritual.
They translate their
There's
soul
gotta
to a
be
young
something
And
to
it's
it.
young
like
It's not
in
person.
the Bible, it's called Rebohim or whatever. There's a scripture about it, and somebody was like, I think it was like Leak Project or something, had some crazy dude on there. He's like, yeah, they just switch souls with bodies, and that's like what the cult is all about. And it's like a higher level. These people, when they have knowledge where if you could skip death or whatever, and you wanted to keep that, you'd take over the world after a while. You know, you just keep going to another. You know what I mean?
Right. And
That's
then
a trip.
that's the thing, and it's involved all throughout society, but it seems really shitty from the outside. So in my head, I'm like, okay, my natural suspicious like instinct is like, oh, okay, there's more to this, way more to this. It's not just some old beat up, rundown building in some small town with a fucking compass and a square where a bunch of old farts meet up. Like it's something. Maybe the small town lodge is like that.
On
But,
the Freemason note, with what you guys are saying there, when I was 22, my great grandpa passed away, and I inherited my great grandpa James Craig. He was the lead mason, like a grand master down in San Jose, and my neighbor happened to be like this old guy, and he dealt with the historical artifacts for this lodge and all the ones in the surrounding counties. And I let him see the sword, and he took it. And a couple days later, I got it back, and he said that the sword was given to James Craig by another grandmaster. So the sword's like super old. And then he was like trying really hard to recruit me to join the little club, you know, and they were like offering to help me buy a house and a car and all this stuff. And I don't know, it was kind of weird, so I didn't do it. But with the like changing souls and bodies and stuff, that'd be a trip. Like trying to bring that dude back to life.
It
Dang,
might
dude,
be in your family's bloodline, bro. That's why they were trying to recruit you so bad. Because it's like not everyone's blood can do that. Or, you know what I mean? That's why they inbreed a lot of the super uber wealthy people. You know, not saying anything about.
They
your
kept coming
family.
back to my house. They kept coming back for like a year until I finally moved away from that place.
There was a guy at work. He was like, he was talking to me about it a little, and I was just like, for one, I was like, I thought you weren't supposed to talk about this to people. He's like telling me all kinds of shit. He's like, he was a 32nd degree, and he was moving up. He's like, I'm gonna move up. And I'm like, all right. I was like, kind of like skating around the issues, and not like I didn't let on that I was like super like aware of like a lot of the crazy shit and theories, really, because I know it's all speculation.
Yeah,
but
everybody's
it's all
got like
theories
a.
based on some kind of correlations of history. Like there's this movie this guy made. I think it's an old French movie. They killed him. He made it about the Freemasons. I forget. It was on YouTube. I think my friend said I think they took it down. Actually, it was on there last year. But he made this whole movie about the Masons and how he became a Mason, and then like kind of showing in the movie how they kind of were controlling and manipulating things from behind the scenes, and like, you know, he didn't really like that about it. And then I guess they murdered him. He was the guy who produced the movie and acted in it.
Wow.
1930s French movie.
It's crazy.
There's this movie with here, I'm gonna look it up. I'll be right back. But it's this movie that was released in the '60s about who was the actress, the famous actress who got killed by Charles Manson? Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
don't
figure it
know,
out.
bro. I
I'll be
forgot.
back.
I know he'd go to the mansions. Manson would go to the mansions with like rebars and his crew, and they would just like kill people in their sleep. That's what I remember reading about. But
that
Yeah,
guy
it's
Vlad
well-
the Impaler. Remember that? You guys have heard of that, I'm sure. If you've
Say it again?
Vlad the Impaler.
yeah,
Dude, look at his face. I mean, they look these people like Queen Elizabeth. Like they say that she's a lizard. I mean, they look something about their face is just this weird.
That comes from the Habsburg lineages. So to the degree with mainstream history, it is traceable. But then they started like blurring out. It's like then we just don't know. It's the same thing they've done with like when you look at to ancient Egypt, they call them sea peoples. But it's clear as day if you know how to connect the dots. Say that, well, they came from Canaan. There are Phoenicians, Canaanites, that they're the same people. Those are the sea people. But they'll tell you, nah, that's not them. No. That's no thing.
Oh,
Go
keep
ahead.
going.
Okay, so when you try to make these connections with the bloodlines, which started to work with the Habsburgs, this is when I start to look into the House of Velts and the House of Savoys, which were two very powerful noble families, which is very peculiar with these noble families that they never came directly from royalty or any sense. So they built themselves up to and declared themselves by gaming the medieval political system, which is that where all these rituals stem from, even from these brotherhoods and sororities, fraternities. These are just like low levels for them to say, hey, these guys are way down our lines. Some of them are distant cousins, but only those who are in the crowd are awarded such titles, or they will be favored to be knighted. That's different. So all the symbologies they have, this all inherits from the Knights Templars, which were the original Freemasonic Masons, because they built not only temples, they also built castles. They were able to do it efficiently through a banking system.
So I presume no one here is a Mason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was just going to say earlier, there's like degrees of separation, like people's grandparents, people's parents were Masons in this, like in our show. Like,
oh yeah, my uncle's was a Mason until he got to the, there's 33
look at that. Like
degrees.
You,
but
Charles, homegirl, like you guys all have family that was like Masons. That's crazy.
then my grandfather was also as well. But if you
Same
deep
with Sean
dive
T.
into it, basically a 33rd degree Mason basically worships Baphomet. Yeah,
right. And that's
pretty
like the
gnarly.
public. That's like the public knowledge of
It's
it.
like being
But
both
how
male
did
and
they-
female.
Right? How did they know how to resurrect shit? They know how to like build the pyramids. They know how to, like, what the fuck are they hiding? That kind of shit. I would love to know. That'd be nice.
I don't think it's as deep as we really think, but
Really?
I know to be a Shriner. Do you know what a Shriner is?
Yeah, it's they got the Muslim symbology on their motto and
Esoteric,
shit.
it's esoteric Islam, which is that you could trace some of these things to the Sufi sects.
Well, to be a Shriner, you have to pass through. You have to be a 33rd degree Mason to be a Shriner, and to be part of the the ILL, the rest. You have to be a 33rd degree Mason as well.
Have you
That's
ever
bananas.
come across
Didn't know that.
Some can fast
Wow.
track that. Some of them can fast track it if they're famous and wealthy enough. They can just pay for fast track.
Okay.
But on a positive note, I'm sure you've heard about the 20 people that were arrested in Florida for VOTER fraud.
What? You're saying that's a recent news story? I did
yes,
hear
in
about
this
that.
past
I
week
did
there
hear
was
about
20
that,
people
yeah.
arrested for it. Yep.
But that's
So-
20, not thousands. Thousands need to be.
Well,
you know what I mean?
all I'm saying is that might be the first domino, and it
Yes.
might be about to fall.
Amen, bro. That's beautiful. Yeah, but like that's the thing. Like the people that are not allowed, like G was saying like the peasants' religions are what they want us to be engulfed in and immersed in, not the secret society knowledge type stuff.
That's
Right.
what
Like,
church.
The Masons
that's
read
what
out of
church.
the Book of
Sorry.
Enoch. The Masons read out of the Book of Enoch.
which has to do with the giants and all that crazy shit too.
A lot,
Yeah.
most of their study comes from the Book of Enoch, and it's public knowledge, right? But
Right.
the public isn't going to deep dive into it. They're just
Because-
going to go to church on Sunday and do whatever.
Yeah, they're not willing to.
Unfortunately.
They need to be, you know, like for the public to be involved, it takes a majority, right? That's when it's like something that's public, right? Where you have the majority wanting to make changes and being like, hey, what's going on here is pretty effed up, and we know your game where you kind of show us the truth, and then we just think it's preposterous and not many people are involved in that stuff really, and nothing's really going on there. You know, like it's a funny way that people talk themselves out of like believing that is even possible, right? That there are these like secret societies or, you know, very powerful people.
The Book of Enoch's not in the Bible.
No.
Right.
That right there dissuades the majority of the population.
Right.
They're like, they're reading from the Book of Enoch.
It's not the Word of God, and like
that's
what
not
they're
part
saying.
of my religion. Yeah.
Well, that's what it's commonly taught, and it's religious belief is whatever you believe in. That is probably some of the most emotionally charged belief, and so Book of Enoch is probably always and forever going to be believed as, you know, blasphemous.
Right.
That's how they get the common folk away from it. When the actual Bible has all kinds of hints and clues about the stuff that's in the Book of Enoch. It's just the Book of Enoch goes more detail about all the other stuff, the fucking giants and whatever else they talk about in the book. I haven't even scammed through it. You know what I mean? But
real quick. Shout out to the Doge King, Corell from the Sea.
Corell from the Sea. What's up, pimp? Talk to us, baby. What do you know about Freemasons? What do you know about the 33-degree?
What's up, boys?
Like blasphemy. Go ahead.
Oh, nah, man. Actually, pretty interesting story. About 3 years ago when I first started.
Don't tell me your grandpa is a fucking Mason.
Nah, bro, I got recruited by those guys. They tried to recruit me a few years ago.
Go ahead.
But I told them I wasn't interested in any religions or any cults, anything like that. But yeah, man, I don't have anything against those guys though. But yeah, it's pretty insane what they do, the amount of power they have over the entire United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. They powerful,
they didn't
bro.
give you like money
much.
or anything, or like they just had a talk with you, and that was it.
Oh nah, because back then I used to be very deep into going to the library and stuff, and I met this guy at the library. We was having this conversation, and about 3 weeks later, what they call them, the leaders of it, I forget what they call them, but he approached me when I was at work. He was like, "Yo, let's go to dinner," you know. I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah, let's go to dinner." And we went to dinner. He was getting to know me. I was getting to know him, and then before leaving, he asked me, "Do I want to, come by the lodge one day and come meet the guys?" And I'm like, "Nah, man. Like, I'm all good. I'm not trying to get deep into anything like that because it's just not my path, you know." But I have some friends who are Freemasons, and yeah, I don't have anything against them or nothing, but it's just not my thing.
Roger that.
And I don't want to speak too much about it because a lot of people are, and they can't really reveal stuff. So I'd rather not, speak too much about it, good or bad. It's just,
Dude, bless you, bro. I love it. Like, yeah, no, if you've been here the whole year and a half that we've been doing this show, you're not even scratching the surface of what the shit we've talked about.
Oh, you guys go deep.
Yeah, we go way deep, bro. Go deep. Just don't say hot words. Don't say like the shit that's gonna the FRAUD, the VOTTER FRAUD. Don't say BALLOT. Don't say, try not to say the jab, the other words revolving the jab. Yeah, just stay away from the hot words, but go deep, bro. Talk about this shit. Talk about Club 33 at Disneyland. What the fuck is that about? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah. Then
Why
we
are
gotta
these
realize,
lodges
man,
still allowed to exist in all the small towns in America? What fucking
you gotta
purpose?
realize, man,
What are they
Freemasons
serving? Yeah,
they built the U.S., man. Like they built the U.S. We can't
yeah, but
run away
but
from that.
but they're all about keeping the peasants where they're at. Like what really irks me is just the simple idea of keeping the peasants where they're at with their built-in religions,
Right.
and keeping all the knowledge for themselves, because it's a control mechanism. And so in my head, so
And it's a very hive mind mentality, and these people are concentrated on it every single moment, every single day. They're all about it, of just increasing their levels of power more and more, and what they're willing to reveal to the public versus what they obviously have in like hidden knowledge. It's sad,
Oh, yeah.
but the universe is full of possibilities in all directions. So of course there's going to be something like this that exists in this universe, like you're going to have amazing levels of goodness and kindness. And then you're going to have like the freaking darkest people on the freaking planet or in the universe or whatever. This could be otherworldly beings and stuff like that too. But yeah,
which is like, it's like the antithesis of why all of us are researching. It wakes us up because we know there's more. We know there's way more to this world. Whether or not it's globe, flat, it doesn't matter. There's a lie going on. And it's just like a repeat. It's like reruns. We've been watching reruns our whole lives of like, the fuck are we doing? Why are we watching Happy Days for the 50th time in a row? Like, why the fuck? Where's the new episode? Like, yeah. So that's why we haven't, over the last, 50 years, other than like technology as far as smartphones and internet and stuff, but we haven't really like progressed like the previous 50 to 100 years. So the last 50
Right.
years we've been squelched. Why the fuck are we not like on spaceships and like time travel where we should be? So we've been squelched. With the meaning of the word squelch is like to hinder. And so, but the previous 100 years we figured out all kind of shit.
Well, I would say only
the technology we're fucking with now is like 100 years old.
So Berserker, I would speak on that just to the U.S. side. Like only the U.S. have been stagnant. As far as China and Russia, like those guys been coming out with like some like a crazy progression as far as human life. But the U.S. and like Europe and like the Western side, yeah, they just want to keep us where we're at because, like you guys were just mentioning, it's all ran by the Freemasons. So why would they want us to progress? Why would they want us to do more? Like, it's just not in their plans, If we want that stuff.
Right. What gets me, okay, so like the way I think about stuff is like, okay, media is so available to the public now, meaning it's harder to control the media that gets to the common folk now. It's harder to control. So let's rewind 50, 60, 70 years. So mid 50s, 40s, 60s, 70s in the United States. They were, it was so much easier to be able to control the public, like eye and everything like that. Why? Like, I know they've been like slowing down our like progression and things like that, but like then why were we still inventing things in the 60s and 70s, the 50s, the 80s, the 70s? Like, why were we still like progressing? And I don't know, it's weird. It's like, it gets me where they could totally control the inventions and stuff. But I don't know, maybe the guys, maybe Gen X or whatever, the original generation, the World War II, the baby boomers, maybe those guys had a lot more stronger like resolve. And so they weren't as easily swayed by propaganda, or maybe parts of them were. But they still went ahead and invented like the water car and the shit like that. But we had some hardworking motherfuckers like in the United States that were smart. But man, dude, like nowadays,
I agree.
We have all this fucking knowledge nowadays, all this knowledge, but nobody does anything with it because they don't know how to do anything.
Well said.
I don't know. I just don't even know. I don't know what my point is, but what I'm saying is like their propaganda has worked up until this point, meaning it's worked so much to where nobody knows how to move forward. We're just kind of sitting there waiting for something to happen. Go ahead.
So Zerk, I was listening to what you say, and it does make sense when especially you talked about the silent generation, when all those technology was introduced, especially foremost with propaganda, they have to insert themselves that the population was under threat, because most of the people in generations after they separated from Europe and everywhere else, it's just like whatever. I have life here, the new frontier, or just herding my sheep and goats right here in America, in the United States. So when you confront them with an existential crisis or a threat against, like, Germany or whatnot, and they show these pictures of planes and stuff like that, and they give them this, overreach to say they will be here, they could bomb us, like, which is a logical stretch.
So that's how they controlled the previous generations, because the previous
Yes.
generations wouldn't put up with the shit that's being put up with now.
They would not. They would
Yeah.
just like say,
So they had to
fuck that
scare the
noise.
shit out of them with wars and distract them with wars. And nowadays that shit don't even work. We're like Russia, Ukraine. We forget about that like in 3 weeks. They know that shit don't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because at that point in Europe, because they were already losing a lot of targets to, steelhead targets to play around with.
Yeah.
So they have to arise a different social class or religion. They have to do something around that, and they also have to put United States into the fray, because all in all that those people tried many times to consolidate control, and that was the only one, like a reset point moment to say, all right, so this is one last go. We're gonna bash people's heads in. Then we're going to reorganize and try to do this one more time if necessary, which they did through World War II. So, which is very funny, because most of these revolutions were in fact funded by these thanking nobilities that wanted to knock down bloodlines, that wanted to knock down republics, kingdoms, sovereign states. They owe no money to them. They never run their money through them, so that it was a problem to them, because they're trying to get control overall within that continent and everywhere else.
Right. So like, what I find interesting is like Baba Cugs and like the Riddlers. So there's a lot of like symbology there. I don't know what kind of symbology it is, but I think it's what, Freemasonry. I mean, I don't know, but they Baba Cugs always touches on like Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teaching of All Ages, or whatever that book is. You guys ever heard of that?
Yeah, P. Hall, yes.
Yeah. So that apparently that's like a fucking instruction manual for Freemasonry. So and Baba always says, like, read that book, like it'll enlighten you, that kind of thing. But it's like, well, okay, then what? I'm still gonna buy XRP and just sit on it. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like, I've never read the book, so I don't know. Go ahead, G.
Oh, I found the movie on the soul transfer thing. It's called The Eye of the Devil, and it was in 1966 they made this. It has Sharon Tate, and she's an actress who 3 years later was murdered by Charles Manson, and she was in this movie. So, just something to, like, the way this movie is depicted is like this man, it's following this wife whose husband all of a sudden has to leave the home, and he's like a very loving husband, very well-to-do, very normal family, and he starts to go away, and she demands that she goes with him, that she has to, like, because he says he has to go somewhere pretty far, and so she says, we're taking our family. So they take her son and her to this place, and at this place, like, weird shit's going down, like pagan rituals and stuff, and you see that he's part of this, like, group, and they end up murdering the wife and then doing a soul transfer between the father and his son. And they kill the father, and, it's just the son from there on out. And he's like the continuation of this bloodline or whatnot, of this family bloodline. So you see from his perspective how he gets, the call to go overseas, and some, like, just dudes in, like, dark jackets approach at his home, and they talk to him privately, and they tell him it's time, to fulfill his oath. So, like, everything up until then was just like him just having a normal life, but he has to fulfill this call no matter what. It's like a promise. So yeah,
Bro.
I think that type of shit goes down. I'm not saying the actual transfer of a soul or anything like that, but I do believe that they're, like, sick-minded and, like, doing weird. That's just maybe just one aspect of it.
Well, I was watching an interview of Elon Musk, and he was talking about his Neuralink and what can be done with it. And he was saying about how feelings and memory and things like that he can take feelings. He'll be able to take feelings and memory and put them in other people. And basically somebody, you know, if they're born and they have Neuralink connected to them their whole life, they could take that after that person dies and put it into another newborn baby and have the exact same person. It's basically, it would clone them personally, but not physically.
It's the mark.
Okay.
And it's like to me, it almost sounds like taking somebody's soul and making it live forever or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Chef's
because they're
Jeff's in
so
the chat. Shout out.
greedy. They're so
Right.
greedy for power. They want to live forever by all means. It doesn't matter what it takes. They have like the number one drive to just survive, right? Like that's our very primal instinct as humans, is just to survive. But like we also are capable of love, but they don't care about love. They want to just survive at all costs. It doesn't matter about, you know, loving another human, because they care so much about themselves.
So, Gene,
That, you know.
so Gene, with that generation, what they did was implant the idea that, again, like living forever, but through these social programs and subsidies. That's why they will never let go of Social Security. They'll never go with these IRA accounts or Medicare and Medicaid, because they believe they feel very threatened. But without them, they lose their lifeline, their lifeblood, which is the whole reason why, with all conservatism, that you didn't need all those things if you have a well put family and community, because that we all take care of each other unconditionally, you know, because we have that
Right.
high sense of trust, which that sense of trust is what comes before giving all your love, you know, to not only family members but to someone else within your community. That just builds more foundation.
Yeah.
So
Cheers for that.
Cheers. So what, you know, like what where are we going with this, guys? Like, so the way I'm like looking at this is obviously zoomed out. I always do that. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So the public's becoming more and more aware of secret societies, whether or not they're researching into it more, or people are just know that something's wrong. You know, I mean, where does this go? Like, are they you know, is there two? I've always thought there's like two factions of like this secret society. There's like the ones that went off the fucking deep end, who are the you know, the Dems, and then you got the ones that are like trying to just fix it to where we're not going to destroy ourselves because the deep end guys are going to kill everybody. So like, it's like, what are we doing here, guys? Go ahead.
You know, okay, so ironically enough, because it does play on with the Masonic perception, which is the checkerboard piece, which is black and white. That's where you have white hats versus black hats, you know. And this also did play out in a medieval conflict that was the intermediate period between the Crusades, which is the Guelphs versus the Ghibellines. That you could research yourselves, because they had the same terminologies, and these factions were picking between the Holy See, which is the papacy, versus the Holy Roman Emperor, which is pretty much that, you know, all of like what was like Germanic Empire, like after Rome fell. So that what stems up what starts building up to these orders that supposedly they weren't secret, but they're just up front. But as time's passed off, these orders still continue to exist. They're just hidden in plain sight, right? You know, like we go up to these Masonic lodges, right? It looks run down and stuff like that. It's right there in front of you. And I've shared a couple links in the private chat to try to articulate my point about this, especially this one. Zerk, if you can see all those 3 ones.
Right. No, I see the links, but so what's your point? What are you talking about?
So the symbology they use that they show you right up in their face is right in front of your face. That's exactly what it is. It's as much as we want to delve ourselves into, it's secret. If it's not much of a secret, if you're telling it everyone, it's a warped perspective. It's misdirection most of the time. So in order for that, or elaborate misdirection is that we'll show you the trick, okay? If you missed it, that's kind of your fault, because I'm showing you the trick. You get what I'm saying?
Right. It's the permission. It's them getting the public's permission in mass by showing us something, and then if we don't do anything about it, it's like implied like permission. And so even though we don't give them direct permission,
Like it's okay.
Yeah, it's very deceiving because we don't even understand it from the gate. So that's what I try to like. They have to show us. You ever heard that phrase? They have to show us. And
yeah,
so
hiding in plain sight.
Right, but them showing us isn't our consent. The only reason why we're giving them consent is that we don't understand it, and we're all either too afraid or we just don't do anything about it because we're like, oh, I guess because everybody voted for it, we have to let it happen. Like
telling us is one thing, but showing us is another thing.
I was just gonna say, if y'all ever got into
talk about it.
If y'all ever got into that Aleister Crowley guy, he talks a lot about how in any kind of practice, religion, whatever, any kind of practice, you have to show what you're doing, or it's not gonna be set in stone. Like you have to give it to them, or it's not gonna be set in stone. Like he just said, you have to show them. I forget what
you can't just tell them.
Yeah, you can't just do
so,
something.
but by them doing that, what is that actual consent, or is it just they don't care what we think? They just have to show us as part of their like protocol.
Yeah, it's not more so of consent. It's more so of you have to. It's like the more people that's engaged in something, even if they don't know what it is, their energy is still attached to it. So it's like we're gonna show it to you even if you don't know what it is, because we need all your energy for this to manifest. Like, if you get what I mean.
Okay. Corral with the fucking home run. Go ahead.
Nah, because that's what exactly it is. That's why our American flag is made out of all the symbols and shapes. The stop sign, everything around us is made out of the symbols and shapes of their rituals they practice. And it's like we don't know nothing about it, but it's in our face, so they could keep manifesting it.
Right. Yep. Legendary. They must show us what they're doing for their magic to work. Apparently, Hillary Clinton is related to Aleister Crowley, so is his daughter. I also heard that
Bush was Aleister Crowley's daughter.
See, Barbara Bush always. I always
so
thought
what's
Barbara
going
Bush was
on
a
about?
tranny. Go ahead.
What's going on about Ted Cruz's father? Have you heard anything about this?
Yeah.
Rumors going around that Ted Cruz's father is the guy who killed JFK, and Ted Cruz isn't denying it or wanting to talk about it.
Because they're part of the nightly order.
He's been an advocate of like Trump team, type of shit in his hearings and things. He really goes at people with these.
Yeah, he does.
On a patriot level.
Trump, though, in the beginning.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So there's been a lot of like, what the fuck
moments. All a show.
Yeah.
WWF.
It's nutty, bro. It's nutty. So yeah,
it's a pretty good show though.
Oh my god.
It's a good show, yeah.
The whole point
it's
of like
entertaining.
the whole point of me bringing shit up isn't denying that there's probably something going on in the background. I just believe that like, why would they fucking keep us alive? That's the biggest fucking crazy ass question that I've always had.
They feed off of us, man. They feed off our energy.
They have to have us. Yeah.
They use us.
Okay.
And somebody's got to scrape the poop and build the pyramids,
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the pyramid. We hold it all up.
We hold it up. So that's why they're keeping us alive, the slave class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it makes more sense from a energy perspective that, they need to leech off from us because they can't do it on their own. They have all these technologies. They have all this fabulous and fantastical things, but it does nothing to them. They keep declining,
Well, what I'm trying to understand is like what a lot of people, what a lot of patriots hold on to is that like infamous like Trump speech where it's like where the people have borne the cost, and for too long we've borne the cost, and we shall get the power back to the people. Like, why the fuck go that route if they're just going to keep us as a slave class? Is that just another way of keeping us as a slave class to make us believe that the power is going to come back to us? Or are they actually going to give us the power?
Through them, the guy who's speaking on the podium or like that.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. But like, look at what's happening though. Like if you see in like Arizona, you see like Carrie Lake. Is Carrie Lake a puppet? Because she's like, dude, she's like a warrior, Xena warrior princess for Arizona, bro. Have you guys seen what like her speech is? She's like, I don't give a shit who you are. We're going to fix Arizona. We're going to fix this world one day at a time.
She doesn't have a filter. She does
doesn't
not have a
bro.
filter.
And so in my
And
head, I
that's
think people
that's what I
are
like. I would rather have somebody that has no filter, that you're going to know exactly what's going through their head, because everything that comes to their head, they're going to say.
Right, but what? Okay. So if that's the truth, like I like to think that she's like for the people, by the people, wants to help the people. My question is okay, if what we're saying,
or is that just Kool-Aid?
Yeah, is it Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid?
Is it just her?
That's where we are.
It's passionate Kool-Aid.
It's always Kool-Aid, because when in government
passionate
business,
Kool-Aid.
behind
Is that what it is?
Behind closed doors, all these guys in government go another way anyway. So at the end of the day, it's always Kool-Aid. It's always a show. You can't trust
DeSantis. He's also on fire. It's like,
what do you think
fuck?
about people that aren't in government that run for office and then end up winning?
It's like you, for instance. You're a normal person one day, and then you win something, and now just to be a part of this organization, you have to do certain things. So those people change. They might portray themselves to the public that they're still the same, but deep down inside, they can't really do as much as they said they could have done. That always is the case. If you ever had any local person,
campaign promises. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they give all these campaign promises. Yes, they fulfill some of them, but the ones that really was going to be dramatic, that they were pushing the most, 9 times out of 10, they don't even get close to it. Why? Because when they got into office, the government told them, like, bro, you can't do that. That's not in our plan. Like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, it was good for you to get here, but you're not going to do that. And if you go back to history.
But a lot of people could say that that's fear mongering, meaning like is there any real change coming up? Because it seems like there's a lot of motherfuckers waking up. And the thing is, between what you're saying, I think you're right, Corral, like meaning that's what it's been up to this point. But is this real change? Because this is unprecedented. The times now, we've never seen this kind of crazy change.
In my opinion, the change is going to come from the people. You know, it's going to come from us. It's not.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm thinking that what the change is going to happen is literally the people woken up from the passion of Kerry Lake and the passion of Ron DeSantis and
100%.
The Great Awakening.
Right. And so the people are going to go, whoa, wait a minute, motherfucker. Like, they're going to say that instead of like, whoa, she's for the people and we're going to let her legislate. No, we're going to be like, whoa, wait the fuck a minute. We're going to stop these fuckers.
We're going to vet her first.
Right. And so
going in there.
That's my point, is that we're getting to a point where ain't no politician going to be able to spoon feed us their passion.
100%. 100%.
But what you're saying is that like it's got to come from the people.
Yeah,
it got to.
Okay,
man.
So there is real change. There is real hope. Are we going to still remain a slave class? So that's the real fucked up question. It's like, are we going to remain a slave class thinking that we have power, just guided by their Great Awakening, talking points? Are we thinking we have power?
They put us through tests, though. You gotta look at that as well. They put us through tests to see if we even ready to stand up to them. The last test they put us through was this COVID shit. It was like, all right, who's gonna get vaccinated without us even going through these tests and stuff? And most of Americans got vaccinated, so they didn't pass that test.
Well, it changes over time, though. You got so many people that are like walk away movement, that I regret this movement. There's people changing every day that are coming
100%.
to the other side.
So
they have to retest regularly because shit changes over time.
Yes,
Sorry,
I know
go
they
ahead.
have. Yeah, they have to troubleshoot a lot. But what was said earlier about the COVID vaccine was actual a real legitimate test as a litmus test of what people are willing to do and how they gauge their fears. Because even then, that's like, you got all these red states right here. You still see them like try to push vaccinations, and they're still around. I mean.
All right, so yeah, I agree, EC. That's the only thing that throws me off, and that's one thing I don't like about, like, all right, Donald Trump says he was all this and all that, and he's all this and all that, and then he's gonna say, I took the vaccine and I'm fine. It's safe to go take.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember him and
that's where it threw me off.
Him and what's his face, Bill O'Reilly went on like a little tour and we're like kind of talking about the jabs. They were like, yeah, we took it. You should take it. Like, that's what they said. And so that threw the whole MAGA group through a loop. They're like, whoa, no. Trust what he says.
Yeah, like, we don't want that. We don't want that.
But,
what are you doing?
But then in the beginning, remember, he rocked, HCQ. Yeah, HCQ. And he rocked the.
Doing it.
Yeah, he rocked the warp speed, the HCQ. He
Hydro,
rocked He rocked the chlorine dioxide, which was he rocked the sunlight, the ultraviolet light idea. So he gave therapies in the beginning when he was in the press room at the White House. And so everybody was like, fuck yeah, he's for the people. But then later we hear about the whole like, oh yeah, I got vaccinated and I got this. And he also
and then he turns around and gets COVID.
Right. So that's what's like, okay, if you're paying attention, you're like, what the fuck? Is he compromised? Is there two Trumps? Is there clones? What the fuck is going on? Like, that's where we're at. And we've been there for like the last year and a half where like everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? And, the FRAUD, that's currently being investigated and there's new stuff coming out. But whether or not it'll hit the light of day as far as the majority of the public, that is the real question. I believe.
I'll tell you, like,
I like to be hopeful.
West,
I like to think that everybody's waking up, but it's going to take time. It's slow.
Berserker,
Sorry,
you're on the West, right, bro?
I'm on the West, bro.
I'm in Alabama. I'm right next to Florida. I'm gonna tell you right now. There's an army ready in the South.
Right,
of people that are people that are awake.
So are we really getting sheepatized more, or are we really going to wake up and affect real change? That's the real fucking question. Is it really what we think it's been for a millennia or even the last 100 years? Is it really that, or are the sheep going to wake up just enough to where we're like, no, motherfucker, you promised all these things. So in other words, rather than just let them like entertain Shanti in the stream, rather than let them entertain and maybe fix one or two campaign promises and then we just kind of fall back asleep, rather than that happening, I think we might be awake enough to be like, no, motherfucker, everything you said from the gate, you better fucking honor it, otherwise we're gonna tar and feather you in the town square. Like, I think we're getting to that point. So we're going to hold them accountable. But are we really? Like, I mean, I don't know. It all depends on how you feel. It all boils down to what you believe.
Are we going to, kill rapists and child murderers and molesters in the town street? No.
Yeah.
So
then we have to.
Well, we're not going.
In order to affect the change I'm talking about, there has to be justice.
Until that happens, then we're not going to tar and feather these political figures that are making all these promises.
But that's your opinion. You're saying, and that's a very finite thing, meaning unless this happens, this can only happen. I'm talking about like in a very grand scheme. Like there's going to come a point over time where we will be, injecting those criminals on TV or whatever it is. Whether or not they lie to us about whether or not they really actually died. That's the media's got to go down, bro. Like this shit.
And Zerk, the media you said right there, it fuels, and they only show the public opinion within these inner cities of all states. We know that from Atlanta to Georgia, Chicago, all these big cosmopolitan cities, they project out there. It's like, say, see, these people's opinions matter. Not anyone outside the city limits or in between the states or upstate New York or whatnot, So that their opinions don't matter. So that's an issue when it comes to a mass awakening, because you need that's public opinion as whole, and it has public opinion as whole. You have a diaspora of little bubbles right here that believe that their opinion only matters and everyone else is not, and they believe that their issues is everyone's issues, which is not the case. Okay, they dug themselves the hole, and they need to they're digging themselves out.
Who's they? What are you talking about right now?
When I'm talking about when I say they, okay, I'm
inner city.
Yes, when I say they, average Joe's within walking down in Brooklyn, like I showed you guys way long time ago with.
Okay.
On a separate.
You're saying
stream,
the city sheep.
City sheep right there.
Okay.
Average Joe's right there that wouldn't shut the fuck up complaining about human feces, that that the new mayor Eric Adams is not doing a great job. Is like, that's your issue. You could cry out as much as you want towards everyone else and what they're going to do, which is most people who are red or conservatives just going to point and laugh at you, and they know that you ain't going to do shit because you're going to complain, and they're going to gloat that say our place is better, but that's just a posture to say they hide their sense of complacency, say, well, as long as our guy is a Republican, that's fine. And next you got these dudes who are saying or coming out to say, yeah, we're going to negotiate, our second aid, the bump stocks and stuff like that, and they're like, and like the issues, like you said with Trump, like what the fuck is he compromised and stuff like that?
Right. So you're talking about like details being allowed to slip through the cracks. So
Yes.
on a campaign trail, somebody's going to be like, we're going to do this and Second Amendment and this and that, and then we're going to fix that. And McDonald's is going to serve the McRib year round and fucking blah, 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 blah. And so what you're saying, you're saying that that's still going to continue? Or are we actually going to wake up enough to be able to hold them accountable for every little promise they've ever made?
I'll give you a good example of that, but this is actually good news. All right. So Liz Cheney got booted off, right, in the primary, and everyone in the mainstream is crying about it. And when it came down to the point of truth of it, who put her in? The people within her constituency. They don't want her anymore within the Republican Party, and that set off a chain reaction of that. That the first time, none of the Cheneys, none of the Bushes, none of the Clintons, none of those people are holding public offices.
Right. So that's progress. But are they going to the next lineup of elite that have been pre-chosen?
Yes, that's
the question. Are they real people for the people, or is it just a whole new lineup of fucking puppets?
That's masters? That's us to sift out. Left and right in between to. So left and right in between to sift out who is and who is who. Just like what we see, the World Economic Forum, and you got guys like the young leaders. I saw one of them, and he's not president right now, but he was right there with the World Economic Forum, the Costa Rican president. It's just like, oh, here we go, So you have to sift through, know what they are, and some of these people are just not in the crowd and just are just sock puppets. They really believe, like saying climate change is going to kill us. You really believe that there's some little issues like that we just like saying, yo, we talked about this a lot of times. The guy so WTF, right?
Hey Zerk, I got something for you. And what's up, EC and everybody on
Sean T, what's up? Go ahead.
What I was going to say is you brought up the question about Trump and is he compromised? And I'll submit this to you. You're talking about a guy that's not.
I meant not just Trump. I meant all new politicians coming in.
No,
replacing the old guard. So is the new guard generally for us? I'm sure everything's corruptible. Obviously, that whole idea. But
I think that I was going to say I think a lot of the new guard is for the people, if you will, but you got to watch out for other issues too. Like you talk about the World Economic Forum and all the young people they're grooming. Maria Bartiromo from Fox Business, she's part of the WEF, and she's just the young anchor right now.
Business, entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
so is so many other people. Soros.
Yeah, if she goes,
others.
if she starts to run for office later, if she runs for office later, then I'll be like, nah, that's a red flag.
Yeah, major red flag. Yeah.
But Trump was talking about, like you said, he was talking about the ultraviolet light to try to kill the virus. And they made fun of him, but he was talking about hydroxychloroquine, and hydroxychloroquine is something you take if you have lupus. It's been around for 50, 60 years, never been an issue, never been a problem. And then the minute he started talking about, they're like, no, don't take HCQ, it'll kill you. It's like, really, people have been taking it for 50 freaking years.
So the question I have, this major question is, why would they bring that up? Is it just to distract and confuse us? For us to watch a real life fight between the deep state and then Trump bringing up a couple of breadcrumbs about like HCQ and stuff. Is that really what it's for, or is it
possibly?
Really
but I think what happened
everything for the better. That's the question.
I think that Trump was smart enough to talk to some doctors other than Dr. Fauci, and somebody said, well, hydroxychloroquine was used to help out with malaria. Was it malaria or something like that? And lupus, and it has alternative uses. And the minute that came out, it was like, oh no, you can't take that, it'll kill you. Well, no, what'll kill you is if you don't do nothing. You see what I'm saying? What'll kill you is if you're so scared that you think that this disease is killing everybody, and really, if you get it, you get 99% return rate of being alive.
Yeah,
and I always knew it from the very beginning because my dad was a physician.
Yeah. So,
Right.
yeah,
But what? So let's not go down to the rabbit holes too much. Like I appreciate everybody, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's one of those things where maybe that question will never be answered. Only time can tell that. Okay, these guys are for good, but we would have to see, like J. Roy was talking about. It's a litmus test. What is your litmus test? Your litmus test is watching everybody get hung and strung up in town square because they're fucking like excruciatingly evil.
I'm talking about murderers,
criminals.
rapists,
Yeah, criminals.
heroin
They're evil.
dealers,
Pure
like that.
evil. We have to witness that be cleaned up. That's the thing. We haven't seen that yet.
No, you're right.
And we've seen it in really hidden backstories where like maybe 30 MS-13 fucking gang hoodlums got arrested, or like maybe like a group of like sex traffic group got arrested here and there, but they're like super hidden news articles about that, and it's been happening regularly. So there's some hope, but are they doing it like one bite at a time? They're just taking out splinter cell groups one bite at a time. We're also seeing all these like dominoes fall with like the Cheneys going away and the fucking McCain's going away and the Obamas. Like we're waiting for all that to happen. Is it happening so slowly that it's like imperceivable? It seems like it's almost imperceivable at this point, where it's like, okay,
it's a process. I guess it's just the process of getting the newbies grandfathered in to this different order, which is still the same thing about setting up these cosmopolitan cities across the globe, and through their public opinion that they will dominate control through the markets and also public offices as well. They're trying to distort, what would you say, mutate how electoral processes go through. So any densely populated area, that's my litmus test, is to say that do you have a grand hold of your local governance right there? Are you willing to tell people to, if they step out of line, it's like saying that your term that was your last term. You're not rerunning. You're not doing everything. You did 1, 2, 3. You miss out of 2. So we're going to focus the next candidate is going to do those 2 things and a little bit more. That's where I see that's what people can do, and it's not really that violent. Or I don't know why would people would be scared to do so, because that and it partially is that certain people that don't have that stout, or at least to say that I'm gonna be I will run for office. Of course they're gonna be there, whoever the implants right there, and they're gonna try to tell me and say we gotta play ball, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. It's like, no, I've been elected official right here as a representative by the real acting sovereigns, the ones who put me here, not you guys. You know what I'm saying?
You like to talk, EC. I love it. Okay, guys, it's time for a spin. I think we're going to go ahead and pull this bull by the horns and throw down some 589. Let's go. All right, here we go. We got 589 coin spin ready to go. Do me a favor, EC, pick a number between 1 and 10, bro, please.
Okay. All right.
You got eyes on the chat?
Eyes on chat, starting 3, 2, 1, go chat.
1 through 10, guys. This is good for 5 spins. Let's go. Okay, we got, just to read it out, we got Darren Glormo 7, E4 3, Darren 9, Legendary 8, Tony Bags 5, De Havilland 2, Bo Rabbit 9. No one wants your sperm, Legendary. These guys talking about pure blood sperm being fucking premium. There you go. Crypto OG. What do we got? Who won?
All right. So number 6, that's Vlogs. Okay. So, all right. So Vlogs is sperm. Spin his
Vlogs is sperm. Your sperm's up for auction, Vlogs. Let's go ahead and spin for that one. Here we go. Boom. 5 spins, guys. So we're going to do 5 spins. We do a few of these, okay? Let's see what you get. 0. You got 0. 0. Actually, 250. Right on, Vlogs. Spin number 2. Boom. Congrats, Vlogs. You won something. The show's not rigged. It's not rigged. 250 again. Spin number 2. Spin number 3. Let's go. Let's get this going. Here we go. 250. Spin number 3. That was spin number 3. 250. So you got 750. Here's 4. Oh, you got a babe. Nope. You owe me one XRP. Nope. 250. Cool. You got 1,000. One more spin. Let's take a look. Let's see what we get here. Come on. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together and get 1258 589. 1250. Congrats, vlogs. We love you. Good shit. Okay. G, you got a number, bro? Between 20 and 30. Are you watching the chat or no?
I'm not watching the chat, so you can skip me. It's all good.
Got it. I'll pick the number. Guys, go ahead and throw a number in between 20 and 30. 20 and 30. So I'll go ahead and pick the winner, guys. Go ahead. So throw in a number, guys. 20 and 30. These guys are talking about sperm now. Come on, get your minds out of the gutter. Get your minds out of the petri dish.
They want sperm on the wheel.
Right. But no, it's one of those things where it's like an unanswered, deep, like in your bones kind of thing with all this stuff going on. We have to see action. Not just what we're seeing in the news now where it's spoon-fed to us and they're fighting court battles. But don't get me wrong, it has to be done right. In my opinion, it has to be done right through the courts and all that stuff. But when the justice happens and some action happens and shit pops off, that's going to be real interesting. We're going to have to pay real close attention, guys, to see what kind of justice they're doing. You know what I mean? If it's just a few people getting arrested here and there, yeah, you add it all up. But like by the time it takes, like the guy holding up the pizza boxes in the voting station, remember that on the news? Mm-hmm. Him blocking the vote watchers and stuff. That guy needs to be in jail. Period. Not just a slap on the wrist. He needs to be in jail. So we need to see that methodically. They need to show the public, all of them, the thousands and tens of thousands of people throughout just the United States that were implicit, that got paid to go break windows in a Target. They got paid to go hold up pizza boxes. They got
DeSantis started arresting people.
We got to see some real change.
Yeah, DeSantis started arresting people.
But what I'm saying is the amount of people is not enough. It's just like little trickle amounts. 20 here, 40 here.
Yeah,
10 people, 4 people.
Flood.
Like, we need like
that's
flood.
That's a good way to put it, Berserker. Like just a little trophy heads. Like you go on safari, just like say, hey, look at this gazelle.
See there, but that's the thing. In my own, I don't know about you guys, but my own personal belief is like, okay, until I see these thousands getting either incarcerated or justice, like we need to see the thousands being like justice coming.
Oh yeah,
that's how bad they've injured us emotionally. Go ahead.
This is off topic, but do you know what an upside down pineapple means?
Oh shit! Shut up, bro. Get your mind out of the gutter.
No, for real. I'm just asking.
Yes, we do. I do.
Is it a countrywide thing?
I would say that.
Zark, who won?
By now, because of social media, yeah, I would see it. It's not really a thing. I think it's very niche.
I just saw someone's
people
mother
being aware of it.
Someone's mother with like 4 other girls, and they all got a bunch of koozies with upside down pineapples on them, and then they're holding a pineapple in the middle of them.
Yeah, that's obviously symbology right there. Sure.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the price of rice in China. I'm just talking about like what we're doing. So picking the numbers, I'm going to go back to the spin before we go down the sperm pineapple fucking rabbit hole. So I want to kind of try to keep that at a minimum because this is a family show. So let's go ahead and see who won. 2030. Hey, Crypto OG. You know. Of course, I'm going to pick 33 on the 33rd show of the Freemason 33rd.
He said 20 to 30.
Congratulations, Crypto OG. He got it.
Did he just
boom?
Wait, did you just say 20 to 30?
No, I just kind of like trailed out with my voice, but 33 winner. Let's go. Boom. First of 5 spins. Crypto OG, congratulations, bro. Let's do it. Oh, you're 86. Rest of the show, bro. You're done. So 86 rest of the show. You guys want to make a vote on this? That's kind of unclear right now. What does that mean, guys? Does that mean you're just screwed and you don't get this winnings? Or what does that mean? What have I done in the past? What do you guys remember? I don't remember really. I think I gave it to him. when we would do spins. If they fell on 86 rest of the show, maybe that means that they can't win the rest of the show. But didn't we already vote? If you already won, you don't get to win again, or no? What are we voting on here, guys? Let's make some clear, concise rules. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think?
So,
Go ahead.
If you're a previous winner, okay? If you're a previous winner and you get another spin, you get 86, you're done, okay? You know, that's within this show, all right? Like you can't have multiple winnings, right? Well, winnings of picking numbers. But
Okay,
if it's your
that's
first
only
time,
if you fall on the 86, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I say for example, like, you know, like Sean, you know, he won the picking number twice, okay? If he gets 86 on the second one, he's done. You can't no matter how many numbers he picks, he's
The
not going to be
second
regarded.
spin. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and honor. So I'll go ahead and just do that. Like, you guys in favor of that idea? Give me an aye. Give me a yay or nay.
Yeah.
On the screen here. You guys in charge.
Yay.
Yay. So yay means we get to honor
Yay.
your first spin if you win, but if you fall on 86, we're going to go ahead and 86 the rest of the show. You got 5 spins, Crypto OG. That means 4 of them are going to count because one of them was 86. But that means you cannot win again if I spin more in the show, particularly. So you guys are yay. That's 3-4. So we're still minority. Give me another yay, guys.
Yay.
That's J. Roy, EC. You guys all asleep? Hello?
I'm
Hello?
working, yay. I'm working, but yay.
Oh, there we go. We got the 4th. We're majority now. So boom, we got voted in. 86
Yay.
rest of the show. Cool. Thank you. So there we go. All right. So let's go ahead and finish his spins up. Yeah. Boom. Here's second spin. Hopefully you win something, Crypto OG, but that's how we do it. That's how we handle the 86 rest of the show. Boom. 250. Spin number 3. $250. We already declared the vote on the join the chat, so you have to join the chat to win your winnings. There's 500 on third spin, fourth spin.
Vlogs. You should have been in the chat if you wanted to.
Oh, he's got the big Kahuna burger here, bro. There you go. 3,000. Got the Uncle Buster special 3,000. So you got 3,500 Crypto OG. Here's the last spin. Boom. Yo. There we go. 250. 37.50 Crypto OG, but you're done the rest of the stream. You don't get to win anything else. Beautiful. Sean T, you got eyes on the chat or no?
No, I just got my one phone, and I'm actually at work, so yeah, skip me.
Beautiful. How about J. Roy? You got eyes on the chat, bro?
Yeah. What is it between?
Let's do 50 to 100. Make it hard and make it for 10 spins, and that'll be it.
All right. Yeah. Ready, go.
Ready, go, guys. 50 to 100. Pick the number. J. Roy's got eyes on the chats. You guys will win if you pick it right. 50 to 100. Throw some numbers in that chat. Let's go.
The grand prize is a ASMR recording of J. Roy's dog snoring.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's like rain on a tin roof, or the wind, or the ocean waves crashing on the rocks. It's J. Roy's sweet puppy snoring. That's beautiful. Love it. So yeah, guys, go ahead and pick that number 50 to 100 in the chat. We got some cool stuff, cool stuff coming up, guys. So lots of cool stuff coming up. I know it's taken a while to kind of like develop the 589 ecosystem and stuff like that. We're just kind of trying to distribute as much as we can. As far as the plans of this coin, like I said, there will be prize lists, there will be giveaways, there'll be NFTs involved. I've got the Berserker Babes too; those are also available to win on this wheel. So this thing will evolve, and it's more of like a long game. This is a long-term game. So just keep stacking the 589, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? We got plenty of it. We'll go ahead and distribute it. You guys can win, and it kind of breaks up the monotony. So that's why we do the spin wheel. So we might come up with another game involved, as far as like how we're going to do it on the show. It will evolve over time. if you guys don't know, there's a 589 challenge, which is an actual game on the Google Play Store as well as the Apple Store, and so that's a Bagman's own cell phone game, and it's like a rocket ship game where you can win a lot of 589. So if you guys really want to stack it, get that app. So download that app and then start playing that game. So not only are you getting a free spin here on the show, you also get the ability to really stack 589 from that game. So there you go, guys. So we'll just stack it up, and there will be prizes and things. There's no we're not just doing this for nothing. Why would we spend so much effort giving away this coin? And there you go.
Yeah, this is funny because everyone's still putting numbers, but Legendary won. Legendary won like I don't know, a minute ago. He put 77.
77. Let me find that one.
Yeah, and then I saw Alex D Vlogs put 77 like 5 seconds ago. But yeah, Legendary Dave won with 77.
77. Let me go ahead and find that proof. It looks like Legendary's been putting like 30s in. Like, am I fucking way off? See the new
Screw vlogs and
new comments here. Let me see here. 30. Okay, 38. Legendary 37.
It's probably 65.
He's putting like 30s in. The number range was 50 to 100.
It's up there. He put 77.
Did he really? Oh, 31. See, he's putting in like it was 50 to 100. Legendary's just doing the 30s here. So Legendary did put in 77 somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it, but
there it is.
I really don't want to give him.
There it is. He won technically because we called it at that point. So right on.
Yeah.
Legendary Dave, you won 10 spins. Let's go. This will probably be it for the show as far as like the spins go. So here we go. Spin number 1. Chicken dinner, winner. Let's go. You got a babe right off the bat, dude. I think it's going to click over. Nope. Cool.
No
250. Right on. Spin number 2. Let's go.
You ain't spooning any babes.
Got 0. Nope. 250. Right on. 500. Spin number 3. $750. Spin number 4. Oh, Dave, you got to send me nudes, bro. 5,000. Big bag man winner. Chicken dinner. 5,000. So we got 5750. Yep. What is that? Spin number 5. Good shit. 5750. Spin number 5 right now. 250. So we're looking at 6K even. Halfway through, and you got 6K, 589. Spin number 6. Good stuff. 250. So it's 6250. Spin number 7. So we're on spin number 7. We got 6250. Congratulations. Oh, another big winner. Chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. That's what is that? 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9250. There you go, bro.
Someone else.
It's a big one. Yeah. So that, what was that? Spin 7, guys?
Yeah.
So we're on 8. Boom. 9250. Spin number 8. Let's go. Chicken dinner. Legendary. Winner. Oh, he got the trifecta. Damn, son. Scraping it up. That's at 9. Was that 1,000, 12? So 12. So yeah, 12,250. Boom. So 12,250. Congratulations, Legendary. Right on, bro. This is spin 9 right now. Or no, was that 9? This is 10. I'm not sure. Oh, he gets a babe on top of all of it.
Oh, great. All right.
Just think, that could have been you. Right on, Legendary. Pick your babe. You know the protocol, bro. So just get on Sologenic and look for Berserker Babes. All you got to do is just go on sologenic.org. Hit, search Berserker Babes. Find your Berserker Babe. Tell me the number in private Twitter. Tell me the number of the babe. I'll go ahead and delist it, and then make sure you set the trust line for that particular babe, and I'll make sure.
Congratulations, Legendary.
So 12,250. So we got 12,250 plus a Berserker Babe. Right on. That was a big ass chicken dinner right there. I'm full.
He was already a whale.
You're already a fucking whale,
no
Dave.
doubt.
Dave's not here. So how we doing, boys? We're good? We're good?
Yep. We're
Yep.
great.
Did you
Just looking.
re-up? Did you
Actually,
re-up
listen.
the 589 coin?
Yeah, we got a fresh batch, so we're good now.
'Cause
So I can start paying fuckers.
I
Go
got
ahead.
7.
No, I was gonna. Go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Whatever. Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was just gonna say. I'm about to crank up the pressure washer, so I'm just gonna listen in on YouTube. So I just want to say.
You needed
thanks
to interrupt
everybody.
us to tell us that? What the fuck, Sean?
I'm saying I appreciate
You interrupted
bro.
E4. Damn it, Sean. I'm kidding, bro. Go ahead. You're gonna.
But anyway,
you're gonna
I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna be in the chat, but love you guys.
Beautiful.
And peace out.
Beautiful. We love you, Sean.
Peace
Have
out.
a good day, bro.
All right, you too.
E4, go ahead, bro.
No harm, no foul, Sean. Yeah, I was just gonna say I got 7K fucking 589 coin coming and a Berserker babe, and I didn't forget about it, bro.
Don't forget, but don't expect me to understand because I don't know who won what. So you got to hit me up privately on Twitter.
I can even time shot it for you. On the
No.
video.
I trust you. You don't have to show proof because the show's so small at this point.
Right.
It's. I trust you guys. I can smell a fucking rotten fish. If somebody's in my DMs some stranger trying to get a fucking buttload of 589, I'm gonna be like, no, motherfucker, you didn't win. Like, I'll know. You know what I mean? And then the worst case, I could just go rewind back on the show and go, okay, these guys won. You know, if it's really a question. But yeah, hit me up privately on Twitter, guys. I'll get you paid. You got to drop your ZUM XRP address. You also got to set up the trust line for the 589 coin. If you don't have the trust line, I'll give it to you on private DM on Twitter. And then if you win a babe, that's a little bit more extensive process. You got to go on sologenic.org. But just be patient, and I'll walk you through the whole process, and we'll get you paid. So you got a babe, and you got 7K coming, E4?
Yes, sir.
And then fucking Legendary just got like 12,250 plus a babe.
Damn it,
Come on, boys.
him.
Let's
Is
get
that
you
a
paid
record?
up. No loose ends. Go ahead.
Is that a record?
The 12,250, I think that's a record, bro. That's up there because I think only people have done.
I swear one other time, Legendary got like 14 or something.
He might have, yeah. I think Susan got a lot too. Susan Chippy's been a big winner too. So
Yeah. I would say Susie. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Sorry, Dave. You're not the winner of that.
Yeah.
You don't hold the record.
So, but that's the thing, man. This whole like Freemasonry shit, like it's still like it's one of those things where once the public wakes up, it's gonna be so like sobbing, crying, screaming, angry because it's the first time they've ever used their brains and their eyeballs to the pure evil of the world. You know what I mean? That kind of shit.
And their noses to finally smell the shit that's been festering.
To smell the shit, yeah. So it's like we're literally in like hamster cages. Like look at the shopping centers. That's why they're all the same. Doesn't that blow your mind? Every state you go to, you can find the same shit everywhere you go. That's not just a marketing. It's just not just a marketing tactic. It's the fact that they own all of the shit. Small businesses have been crushed. If you do find a small business, it's onesie twosies, and nobody wants to go there because it's way too expensive. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's very rare. Like our shit,
twosies, like
our world.
shit.
What's that?
What's onesie twosies, like secondhand shit, or
No. Like a small little mom and pop, like a breakfast house or something like that, or like secondhand, like a consignment store or something like that, or somebody who makes their own clothes or makes their own jewelry. It's always some like hippy dippy weirdo fucking bougie little hole in the wall somewhere where nobody wants to spend $400 on a fucking Elvis clock made out of an old Elvis record.
Don't touch that if you're not gonna buy it.
Yeah, or that you walk into a little place and there's like silk sashes that were like obviously like purchased,
like
but
peppermint sage in there.
Yeah. Like silk sashes that were purchased from China, but they were bedazzled at the person's home. And it makes
Women
them special.
Love those kind of little stores.
Yeah, they're like little window shops, but none of that shit's practical. Normal everyday people are going to go to fucking Walmart. They're going to go to Safeway. They're going to go to Kroger or whatever the fuck grocery store you go to, and you're going to yeah.
It's funny.
We've been herded and cattled into fucking having the same cookie cutter shit in every city.
Now we're gonna just have Amazon and drones deliver shit, like
right, and then they're gonna shock us.
Why do I need DoorDash drivers? I can get a DoorDash drone to deliver my Taco Bell.
Right, and that's where we're headed. And it's like, wake the
I will
fuck up,
have to take a
motherfuckers.
shit.
Wake your ass up. Let's make some real shit happen.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
so
Go ahead.
E4, you prefer your shit to be dropped on your head, like just literally get crapped on by drones?
Well, I'm assuming they'll
Just
have
drop
like
my Taco Bell right in my mouth.
they'll have
Well,
the
Taco Bell is
SpaceX.
food, so it's
I don't
They'll
even
have
have
the-
to unwrap it. It
crapped
just
on.
They'll have the
flies
space.
over my head and feeds me.
They'll have the SpaceX like landing protocol programmed into those Amazon drones where it like floats down and gently sets your package on your doorstep. And then all of a sudden this like 98 Honda Accord with a broken headlight comes up and jacks your fucking package off your doorstep. How are we going to mitigate the crime, you fucks?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Fix it.
that's gonna be really fucked up.
Fix the economy. That's how you mitigate crime. Go ahead.
You know, no, that's gonna be really fucked if people would just stand there and just steal your fucking DoorDash or Uber Eats.
Bro, shit happens all the time, bro.
We just turned the criminals' chips off.
Porch pirates. You know?
Yo, boys, I gotta get off. Appreciate what y'all do. Berserker.
Oh, you gotta just fucking
everybody.
interrupt us all to tell us that, J. Roy? What the fuck, bro?
Well, it's better than me just leaving and.
I'm kidding.
You know.
Yeah.
So
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
y'all have a good day. Have a happy Sunday. I'll see y'all later.
You too,
All right.
brother. Thank you.
All right, peace.
So I appreciate it, guys. We're going on 1 hour, 55 minutes. Coffee time number 33. Buster, I'll go ahead and get a hold of him and figure out what the schedule is going to be for like next Sunday and stuff like that. We'll figure things out. But I love you guys. I appreciate it. Do you guys want to call it or do you want to chill for a minute? What do you think?
I'm down to chill for a minute, but if people want to get their Sundays going, I don't mind. You know?
Right. So we got 1 against 4. So what do we think right now? You guys want to call it? G's been chilling. G Corral's been chilling. The only one's active.
Yo.
Fucking. Hey, there he is. G, you got any last words, bro? What do you think?
Yeah, just it's still a red market, but we're not back at 19K yet with BTC, so there's still potential for a rally here, and we're looking forward to September with Flare coming out of observation mode. Interested to see what activity comes for Songbird. So yeah, exciting times. Bullish.
Beautiful, G. Corral, you got anything? Go ahead, bro.
Got anything about crypto?
Yeah, just talk about what you want to talk about. You got anything to plug? You got any projects you're working on? Anything like that?
Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Do it.
Dodge Chain, Omnom. Everybody should buy that. It's gonna be the next Shiba. Just
Say
to
it
let
again.
everybody
You
know.
said so. Doge Chain. What's the coin?
Doge Chain, Doge eat Doge. That's the name of the coin. Doge eat Doge.
So DOGEEAT DOGE.
Yep.
That's the name of the coin. What's the ticker? What's the number or the letters?
The ticker is OMNOM, like Om, like when somebody's eating something.
Omnom.
Yeah.
Omnom. There you go.
Yeah,
OMNOM.
Brother, that's gonna be the next. If anybody's into low caps, I'm in some pretty good insider groups, and that coin is gonna blow up. So if you got any money on DeFi, put some money in that.
This is not financial advice, Corell. You're a pimp and a fucking scholar and a gentleman. I appreciate it.
Other than that, man, it's a pleasure being on the show today. Very interesting topics, yeah, Berserker, thanks for this opportunity, brother.
Yeah.
As always.
So, guys, you want to go ahead and call it a night? Call it a day? What do you guys think?
All right.
That's it.
Let's do it.
You guys are gooch? Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and find something tasty.
Thanks, Berserker.
For sure. I love you guys. So let's go ahead and find something tasty. Let's do let's do something. Let's do pineapples. No, not pineapples.
Yeah. Pineapple's so tasty, man.
Yeah. That's funny.
You want pineapples on your steak?
Pineapple is a meat tenderizer.
It is. The acid breaks
It
down
is.
the protein. Yeah. Beautiful. Tony Bags, he's bullish. He knows. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this.
That's why J-Roy ghosted, because he's looking for pineapples to tenderize his meat.
Yeah, bro. So first you think it, then you speak it, then you do it. Boom. Crypto Tales, we got Let Them Know. Let's go ahead and walk this baby out. We love you guys. Have a good day, okay? Let's go.
Hey.
What I tell her, hey, look, Crystal Tales never catching no L's. You only fail if you sell. Big bag full of tail. $60 for 100K, never getting late. Turn it into 6K in a couple days. I ain't lying. Get it in before they buy it. Make it past a band, call liquidity supply. And the T's and O's where the fees is low. Room is terrible. XRP to go. When Bitcoin is dropping, all coins taking the hit. You know it's nothing. No other option when the cryptos get the swapping. Watching how they selling like an auction. I'm copping, waiting for crypto adoption. I'm a crypto OG, know you heard of me. I tell them put it in the bag like a burglary. In all honesty, quality over quantity. Living like it's monopoly, buying up all this property. It's so simple, don't sell your crypto down in hands essential, so influential. Few months, I'm tell them what it's hitting for. Portfolio blowing up exponential. Already making potential. Risk plan essential. New residential. Watch presidential. Few months, I'm tell them what it's hitting for. Portfolio blowing up exponential. Make these racks, then I lay low. Moving profits in the stables. Heavy pockets from these payloads. Day ones, I got a snake close. Day two, I'm on that stealth mode. Big bag full of ODL like holy hell. Sitting on that holy grail, man, it's Crystal Tales. I don't play that lottery, I got that XRP. We just winning in slow motion if you asking me. At the SEC, that's that Gary G. Mr. Burns with a perm, not trying to help you earn. I'm trying to help you learn. That's really my concern. Too much supply, they gotta let it burn. Crypto's not a gimmick, why you acting timid? You know that I'ma get it, almost time to send it. She want my bags now, and you know you tripping. I never back down, and you know I'm winning. It's so simple, don't sell your crypto down in hands essential, so influential. Few months, I'ma tell them what it's hitting for. Portfolio blowing up exponential, already making potential. Risk plan essential, new residential, watch presidential. Few months, I'ma tell them what it's hitting for. Portfolio blowing up exponential. I'm a crypto OG, know you heard of me. I tell them put it in the bag like a burglary. In all honesty, quality over quantity. Living like it's monopoly, buying up all this property. It's so simple, don't sell your crypto. Diamond hands essential, so influential. Few months, I'ma tell them what it's hitting for. Portfolio blowing up exponential.
Coffee time with BRZRKR and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is BRZRKR.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Remember.
Hey! Don't give a fuck!
How about what you do with your money?